Hello everybody, here we are again with another Dokkan battle video, and today we're going to be going into the Shadow Dragon Saga stage of Infinite Dragon Ball History, this new stage that just recently came out. And of course, as you see, we are running double Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Of course, we're going to be taking a 55% Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta into here. His links are just the same as the Super Battle Road video. If you haven't seen the Super Battle Road video just yet, feel free to go ahead and check that out. Gogeta looks very impressive in there, especially if you're considering from a free-to-play perspective. He did very well. So we're going to be taking him into a long event this time rather than a short event. The only thing I'm worried about regarding him in this short events is that his passive will, of course, run out for sure in these longer events, especially in a newer stage of Infinite Dragon Ball History, where these enemies have tons of HP. This guy could be very troublesome. I actually tried out the stage before this, and I did actually go die once, and I was really surprised. So I was like, oh, this stage is actually probably video worthy, to be honest. I was thinking about recording a video on it, but at the same time I was not too sure, but might as well show off some more Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So the friend I'm also bringing is 55% as well, just so we can see two 55% friends. His links are okay. So just one thing before we continue on, there's a reason why I'm running double Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta as well with some Super Saiyan 4s, because this firstly is he just came out. I like using this team already, and secondly, the units that you do want to bring to this have to belong in the Shadow Dragon Saga category and the Grade A Power, so you need at least 3 from each. They could overlap, so that's why all Super Saiyan 4s from the Shadow Dragon Saga would be able to fit this category just fine. And that's what we're basically doing here. So we're gonna actually we're gonna keep Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta right here in the first slot, and we're just gonna move on. Gohan. I can't say his name. Goku apparently cannot super attack, so that's a problem. That's okay. We're also bringing Nova Shenron. Nova Shenron is 55%. I did actually get 2 dupes from him, but I at least wanted to show him off once at 55% before we actually went ahead to show him off in Super Battle Road, where I'm actually going to put the dupe paths in. I am considering maybe taking him into Super Battle Road stage at 55%, but I'm not confident on that. I don't really think well, I probably should, to be really honest. I might take him into a stage at 55% because he is pretty good at 55%. I was testing him a little bit earlier, and he's solid. So right here, you see Gogeta is around 121k defense. Keep in mind, Nova Shenron does support super class allies from the almost said Majin Buu Saga. Wow, the last Silent Celebration really got me. The super class of Shadow Dragon Saga, he does support them with 40% defense. So this Gogeta has pretty high defense. He's going to be around 180k after his supers. And this Nova right here, he's not over 100k, so you're like kind of But you have to remember, when he attacks an extreme class enemy, he does get additional attack and defense plus 40%. I believe he also may get ki. If I check here, no, he does not get ki. He only gets ki when facing a Shadow Dragon enemy. But when he's attacking them, an extreme class enemy, he has attacking defense plus 40%, and I believe he has a high chance to perform a critical hit, something like that. So you kind of definitely probably want to build this guy with additionals in mind. Since he is a physical unit, you'll be able to get him with full additionals, so that's very good. 20 additional with this Nova Shenron is probably the way to go, because along with that, he also does raise attack by 3 turns, so that's going to be very nice. Just to get that small attack stack. He also does seal enemy super attack. You see right there, that's the crit in action, and as you saw, as I showed, he did not have any potential system put into him besides the 55% initially, just like this Gogeta. Actually, we'll show the Gogeta right now, just so that you guys could just see him. Actually, no, I did show him at the beginning of the video. So, of course, as we know, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is super effective against all types for the first 8 turns guaranteed. And he does have the additional 40% attacking defense. So his defense without any support right here is 105k. Not bad at all. He's not linked with, like, physical Vegeta Blue or anything, but he is getting, you know, like GT. He doesn't get shocking speed here. But Nova Shenron actually gets both GT and shocking speed. So that's both of his defensive links active. And you see right here, this is a super attack counter, you could tell, because the little flash, I know it's a little weird to tell with this guy specifically. Wow, look at him. He just stares at you and he's like, bye bitch. Like, it feels like off camera, he just takes off, he takes out his gigantic fucking cock smacks you. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. It is really just bitch smacks the dude. It's hilarious. Back with Gogeta though, he with that actually, I don't know if this is Rage. I think this is Rage Shenron. But it's hard to tell when you're actually gonna counter him. I'm sure other people know, because you could tell like there's a little flash when you're gonna counter attack the unit. But with that guy specifically, he does a little flash when he's actually gonna super attack already. So it's like, oh hey, I'm gonna counter, and then you end up not countering, and then you're like, oh, I didn't counter. It's like a little, it's like he does two flashes when you're gonna counter, so it's kind of weird. 2.3 million right here is pretty damn good, considering it doesn't have like Super Saiyan active, doesn't have like Fierce Fighter active. He does have Fierce Battle though. He doesn't have Kamehameha active either. Actually, I could have gone Kamehameha if I had him in the middle, but I did want to try and get another super attack counter because his super attack counter looks so good, and then he's super effective when he does it for the first 8 turns. Oh boy. And you know, the 4 key, like on this team specifically, like you would feel like the 4 key isn't really useful because he does have like Over in the Flash, Shocking Speed, and GT. But I mean, when you have next to like Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, or who has higher defense? Actually, Gogeta still has higher defense right now. When you have like next to Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta or something, and he's only gonna get the GT link because he doesn't have Prepared for Battle, because the LR Super Saiyan 4s don't have Shocking Speed. The additional 4 key is a little helpful, and we did get a 5 dodge. That's pretty funny. The extra 4 key is pretty helpful. Like you'll see later on, I might even miss a super attack when I was using him earlier. That's kind of what happened. I missed a super attack, and I was like, wow. But if you're using them on like Kamehameha next to Physical Vegeta Blue, that 4 key is basically worthless. And in most situations, it is worthless. I'd say once we get more Super Saiyan 4s added to this category, maybe like we do know that a full power Super Saiyan 4 Broly might be coming very soon for the Heroes collaboration. Nothing confirmed just yet. I might make a video on that. I'm not too sure. But there is a ticket in the files. I believe they actually fixed it. Where the ticket was showing up as the Super Dragon Ball Heroes, where you can exchange it for a Broly figure, if you have enough of the tickets. Which, well, that's not how it actually works, but it's more so, the more tickets you have, the higher chance you would have to actually go ahead and get the Broly. So, or during the 5th anniversary, it was multiple figures, like a Super Saiyan, Blue Vegeta evolution, there's a UI Goku, there's actually a Tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta figure. I like how my device lagged a little right there, so it just looked very painful. It looks like we're in 1x speed, but my device is just heating up because I've been recording a lot of videos today, so after this I'm probably just gonna let it cool down. So far we're just demolishing this event. It's not even a challenge, to be honest. That's what I was basically doing until the end, where I kind of got caught off guard. We're gonna put Gogeta in the front because he does have a higher chance to counter still. And let's see how much Gogeta takes without it. He still has his full passive active, but in, I believe the next turn, actually, this guy's pass. This is like the last turn with his passive. He did not counter, unfortunately, but it's not that big of a deal. He does take 200k. That is actually a lot of damage if he does not counter. That's the thing, though. Like, this guy does have his counter attack, but if he doesn't counter, he takes like a lot more damage than you'd think, considering he has 240% attack and defense. But that's because his defensive stat, especially before supering, is not that. It's not the best in the world, considering he doesn't have like guard or damage reduction. Like Gohan would have the same amount of defense, but Gohan's guard, you know, it's built different. To be honest, this Gogeta and Gohan are like two sides of the same coin, if you think about it, because Gogeta is the super effective almighty damage, just one-shots everything, basically god. And then Gohan is just the ultimate tank in the game. He stacks his defense, and he also does damage, whilst Gogeta also does still have the tanking abilities with his countering and stuff like that. So it's like kind of, honestly, you could say they're almost even tied. Let's not use the active skill yet. Let's actually do this. Gogeta does not need to be attacked, fortunately, because he already has his active skill active. And Goku should be able to take these attacks just fine, even if he gets super attacked. Well, that's a little more damage than I thought, because I guess his passive is not fully built up yet. This is, I think, the last turn. This Gogeta is super effective as well, so the next turns you will be able to see them without their passive. And honestly, from using them earlier, they Gogeta after the first 9 turns, well, the first 8 turns, he really does slow down. Because his attack stat gets lower. He's no longer guaranteed super effective. He's not getting the 4 key that he's getting, which is not the biggest deal for the 4 key, but the rest of the stuff is, you know, pretty good. And being able to just guarantee that you get a super attack all the time is always very nice. So as you can see right here, he's gonna only have 4 key. Yeah, he's only gonna have. Well, if we put him in the middle, he gets shocking speed. We're actually gonna. I'm actually gonna steal heal here. Because we're on low health and I wouldn't want Nova to die at the end. We're not gonna use the Action School to Vegeta just yet because the Sin Shenron is physical. We're gonna get the Dokkan attack with this Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and we're gonna see what he does. So his attack stat is looking like 2.1 million, not bad at all considering this is his passive run out, and he's again only at 55%, not even level 10 links or anything. His defense, I didn't actually check his defense, but it's still probably around the same. It actually should be the exact same level because as he would be before the last turn, because now he's getting that 40% defense support from the Nova Shenron, and unfortunately we're not countering, which why actually I'm pretty glad I used the item now, because he didn't counter for some reason. We wouldn't have taken that much damage anyways, but you never knew, he could have supernova and we could have died, and that wouldn't have been nice. These Super Saiyan 4s are at least very good linking partners, and Vegeta is showing off here. This Nova is looking pretty good at 55% too. You know, a 1.3 million attack size is not that bad. And then he seals, he'll reverse his attack, so he's very good in Super Battle Road. Especially if you're doing the Shadow Dragon Saga of Super Battle Road, he'll have the high chance to crit. And along with the ceiling, for example, if you're running like Oceanus Shenron, she'll be able to, what's the word again? So he actually, before we check, so right now he has Super Saiyan, Kamehameha GT in first battle. His passive did run out, so he's at 94k defense. So he's basically like he has the same problem as the Super Saiyan 4s, I'd say, after the first 8 turns have run out, where they are okay in the first slot. They really want to be in the second slot, so that's why I think you put Vegeta Blue in the first slot and him in the second slot. But I went off track and I completely forgot what I was talking about earlier. Oh yeah, Nova Shenron. So Nova Shenron, he will steal, and if you do have Oceanus on the team, that will allow her to be super effective from her first attack, and she'll guarantee to get the second additional attack if she does stun the enemy, I believe. So overall, Oceanus, like him and Oceanus together, and then if you consider like Astero Omega floating around, like the Shadow, that Shadow Dragon Saga team, bro, it's pretty good. Even though as long as you have all the units, like this brand, like obviously it's hard to say that. It's hard to like be like, oh, just get the units, because obviously these are brand new units that just released 2 days ago from when I'm recording. We're able to get a Super Vegeta. That's what I'm basically talking about. If the key is bad specifically, you could really just miss supers because again, it's more so on the LR Super Saiyan 4's fault, I'd say, than Gogeta's fault, because Gogeta has an amazing leak set. The LR Super Saiyan 4's got rid of shocking speed, and you know, having only prepared for battle as a key link does kind of hurt a little. We're gonna keep things like this because we do have the support. But this is an issue because I want to give these to Goku, but I need Gogeta to super. Goku could at least get his 12 key, so that's the smartest thing. Yeah, want to make sure Gogeta does super, because Gogeta supering is a huge thing for him because he'll raise his attack and defense, of course. Yeah, 2.3 million. That's basically 2.3, 2.4 million. And right here, he does still have the high chance to be super effective. So maybe we could see here, but it's probably better that we didn't see it there, because now you can see like he's no longer guaranteed to be super effective, but it does still have the high chance. Hopefully we can show that off actually next turn with the other Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, whose passive is over. This team is pretty good. I do like the ability to run Super Baby 2 basically on a Shadow Dragon Saga team. Super Baby 2 would probably work really well with the Shadow Dragon units, because he'll have big bad bosses with Omega. He'll have, I believe he may have Fear and Faith. He'll be able to actually also have the GT link as well. The GT link is a very powerful link, and overall Super Baby 2 is an amazingly aged unit. Amazing defense. He's just great against Pure Saiyans and Hybrid Saiyans. Basically similar to what Cooler was, what Cooler does do. Okay, so he does seal. That's very unfortunate, because Gogeta wants to super attack so badly. What's this Goku's defense at the end? 100k? We should be okay. It's just that Gogeta wants to super really badly. He's not doing the best here. Should it be safe? Because we do have... Okay, after this ice, we have the Sin Shenron. It's probably better to save the item for the Sin Shenron. Goku should be just fine. He has like 10k defense. We should be okay. And Gogeta, if he does get super attacked, we still do have the chance to do the counter. And as we saw from the other Gogeta, he took 20k with the defensive square, so I'll take around like 40k or so. We should be okay. Vegeta's gonna obviously be just fine here. Hopefully, can you counter if you're sealed? I wonder if you can counter when you're sealed. I'm pretty sure you could. No, because Vegeta Blue, he can counter when he's still sealed. So I'm sure that Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta could do that as well. So this Goku might get supered at the end. Yeah, he's going to be okay, though. This guy's ice not going to do 400k damage. Yeah, okay, this actually is going by pretty good, pretty smoothly. This team is pretty nice, honestly. This is a full grade A power team besides the Nova Shenron, which, you know, you could just throw the Nova Shenron on here. So there's no, like, official category stage, and they're probably, for, like, Super Battle Road, and there probably won't be one for a long time for this category. Okay, he didn't counter. How much is this going to do? 200k, yeah. See, that's a lot of damage, honestly. Even though I can't forget, he's only 55%, but that still is a lot of damage after his passive runs out. And he did greatly raise his defense, so, you know, he's around, like, 160k defense. I think it's more so that this event is pretty difficult, to be honest. What I say is the hardest Infinite Dragon Ball history stage? I think the rolling movie one is still hard in this one, but this one's not easy for sure. Especially if you don't have the new Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, you might struggle with getting these category missions done, at least so in one run. If you do it in 2 separate runs, maybe. But, you know, like if you're on Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta on Pure Saiyans, and maybe Tora, Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku, Broly, the Dragon Ball Super one, I think that should work. Okay, so Vegeta is locked here. This actually I'm gonna use. This is a perfect opportunity to use a Sensu Bean. We're going to do this and use Vegeta's active skill and move Vegeta in the first slot. This is why you always bring Sensu Beans in these events, because like every single time a new stage comes out for this event, there's like always one boss that just always locks you, and it's really annoying. So you want to make sure you bring Sensu Beans. So I actually kind of wish I didn't use the other Sensu Bean earlier and use this item instead. We're not gonna use Gogeta's active skill just yet. We're gonna still save that. Well, I'm only gonna use that if Gogeta's getting attacked a lot by this guy, or maybe the Omega in the last phase, because again Gogeta's passive runs out, and it is actually a good option for long-term events to be able to use that active skill, because you basically make up for the passive being run out. And if the enemy could get his attack lord, that could be helpful. Actually, Vegeta is countering here. 25% chance, not bad. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's definitely, obviously, the worst counter attacks for super attacks. Gogeta's still hitting over 2 million. That's very good, considering his passive ran out. And he could be super effective, so if he is super effective, no. But if he is super effective, he's essentially hitting a 3 million attack set, isn't he? Because it's a 1.5 times multiplier. So yeah, I mean, you have to consider this. If he does get the super effective, he's such a powerful unit. Well, this Shenron is getting just absolutely destroyed. Unfortunately, oh, that's bad. That's really bad. We're actually gonna use. This is dangerous. We do have 500k HP. This is a turn to use the active skill, I think. This is a turn I'm gonna use this active skill, because I want to make sure the Gogeta is going to actually be able to tank pretty well. He's going to tank decently well, but last turn we did have the Nova Shenron. So this turn we're going to make sure we could actually still tank. Yeah, he's going to be just fine defensively. This kid Goku I'm a little worried about. The biggest thing is that he doesn't have those links built up. If we do get supered by Sin Shenron, the next one is AGO. We don't have any tag units. And Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is going to be in trouble, huh? we should be okay. I don't think Sen Shenron should not do 500,000 damage, even though we do have type disadvantage. Um, a worst case scenario, Kid Goku's not going to take that much. I wouldn't think Kid Goku's going to take that much. Like, he should not do 500,000 damage to me. I think maybe he could. That's a lot. That's more damage than I thought he would take. 3.3 million. That's super impressive. And will it be super effective here? Please be super effective. Oh, he was super effective. See right there. So 3.3 million, like this far in the event, even though his pads runs out. See, that's what I'm talking about. The active skill could definitely help you in these long events after his pads runs out. So like that's also something you could really think about in terms of long events. Gohan may be better in the long events, of course, because Gohan's naturally going to be better because he's a stack. Oh wow, he locked both of them. That sucks. Baby should be fine though. Yeah, Baby should be just fine. It does suck that Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is being pushed off rotation because he's a showcase unit, but it is what it is. Baby should be more than fine here. Yeah, he's not taking that much damage, and Baby should kill him here because Baby's such a good unit, bro. Like, it's insane how well he's aged over these past almost 2 years now. At first he was kind of sus, but after time he got a lot better. Still locking my rotations, huh? So I'm glad I'm going to be able to use this here. Yeah, see, oh wow. No key links. Oh boy. Would it be better if I keep Nova? Yeah, I'm actually going to keep Nova and float this Super Saiyan Gogeta off. The reason for that is because, one, I can get Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta over here, super attack. And then two, well, the other Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is coming over here, so we won't have a double Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta rotation where he's not going to link with Kid Goku, which that would be a very bad rotation. So I'd rather keep the Nova Shenron here. Because when Gogeta does get back on rotation, yeah, look, Nova being able to crit like that against extreme class enemies is a very good ability. Having that chance to crit, we've seen it pretty often here. Kid Goku right here, he should be fine because he does have 106k defense. This is going to do a lot of damage though. Yeah, 250k damage is a lot. That's half my HP. I think we should still survive though. We're closing up on a second Dokkan attack. And especially considering the other Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta does still has his active skill as well. And as long as we keep getting the super effectiveness, we'll be okay. So we do have the extra defense here. I'm actually gonna do this. We're gonna give Vegeta this right here. And I don't think I'm gonna give Baby an 18 key. Well, no, might as well give Baby an 18 key. Because Nova Shenron, as long as I have the other guy linked with Nova Shenron next to me, should be okay. Okay, there's a little bit of damage. If Sen Super's STR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, we should be okay. Because we do have the extra damage. I am lagging a little though. That does suck. I think we should be okay. Hopefully he does Super Goku though. No, if he Supers Goku or Baby, we'll be fine. Because we have so much defense from this rotation. Well, Vegeta might not even take that much damage because Vegeta is going to massively raise his defense. So he's like easily over 200k, 250k or something. And Baby probably is the weak link in this rotation specifically because Baby isn't going to massively raise his defense. So he's only like 150k or so. But we should be okay, yeah. Perfect. In Kid Goku. Oh, perfect. We're going to be able to... It's been a long time since I've seen In Kid Goku's active skill. And I'm going to heal up too. I'm going to still heal up just in case. But Kid Goku will be able to get his guaranteed crits with his active skill. It actually is very clutch right now because we're running out of items. And again, it's Gogeta. Gogeta, he's really good, but he slows down so much after this first 3 turns. It's pretty crazy how much he really does slow down. So we're going to use Gogeta's active skill here. And then along with that, okay, let's see what his defense is after his active skill. I actually did not check that last time, I believe. Yeah, this looks pretty good. I love how this looks. That actually might be the thumbnail, when I make the thumbnail. Yeah, we should be okay. I'm going to use this though, so we could definitely be okay. I don't think we would have died without the item, but, I mean, I don't know. In Kid Goku, he could get pretty trashed up there at the end. because my INT Goku's only got one dupe, so he's not gonna do that much. So 2.7 million. It's probably because he doesn't have Kamehameha active. But as long as he's super effective, that's okay. Yeah, right there. And he does get the counter, so actually we didn't even need that item. I thought so. But you never knew. If he did Super Kid Goku, that would have been that bad. So yeah, we should finish him off next turn, 100%. And this Nova Shenron right here, 1.4 million. Yeah, Nova Shenron's pretty good. I feel like when I first read his details, I was like, he's good. Maybe you could use him over the Tech one, but the Tech one does have that support. But no, this Nova Shenron is definitely way better because he has that crit chance. He gets so many buffs from spacing. Well, this is technically like his best situation, so I can't really like just be jerking him off basically. But he is very, very good as long as you use him in these situations. He also is a buff for the Worthy Rival team, and along with that, the Red Warriors team as well. That's another nice addition to Frieza's team. Even that, like, if we do in the Resurrected Warriors stage, there isn't actually an extreme class enemy, is there? But in the Worthy Rival stage in the future, it's either going to be against Goku or some extreme class enemies. Like, it could even be just against Frieza style Buu for all we know. If that's the case, then this Nova is going to be really good in that stage because he'll be able to get the crits, he'll be able to seal. Overall, pretty good unit, and overall, this is not the worst stage. We almost got a Dokkan attack too, but we didn't need the second Dokkan attack. Even then, we wouldn't have died that turn, and we would have been able to make it the Dokkan attack, so we had that in the bag for sure. Again, I did clear most of the stage already, so I didn't unlock every single one, but I believe you get like a good 25 or so amount of stones from this event. Like, let's see how many stones we collect from just clearing the missions right here. So you have to clear it under 25 turns as well. You have to beat every single boss, and then you have to use again the three right here, as you see, the 3 Shadow Dragon Saga units and the 3, let's see, is this one right here? Where is it? Oh, that's 25 turns. Shadow Dragon Saga, it's this one right here. I'm just really dumb. And Great 8 Power units. So let's see how many stones we get from here. We also get an Elder Kai. That's pretty nice. So yeah, Elder Kai, 3 dozen Kais, and 11 stones. Yeah, that's a pretty nice amount. I could even do a multi technically if I just bought the stones, but I don't know. I went pretty deep in the Gogeta banner. Let me know what you guys think about 55% Gogeta in this event. Let me find over here. I think he did pretty well. It's just like he does slow down a lot after the 9 turns. But if you do get him with dupes, obviously you're going to be clearing events a lot faster, and that won't be that much of an issue. So what I'm going to do after I already did, of course, the Super Battle Royale video should be up before this one, so I did that one and this one already. So now I'm going to go ahead and give him his potential system, the rest of his potential system, and maybe give him some equips. I don't know, I might deck him up with equips, maybe even get him to full level 10 links. At very most, I'll get him to around like 7 across the board in terms of links, so that we can have a pretty good showcase of him. We're going to be probably taking him into the Fusion Saga, the Fusion stage of Extreme Super Battle Road, and Legendary Goku event, so stay tuned for that, guys. Thank you so much for watching until the end if you did. I will see you all in the next one.